Okay, here we go. Good. Live, excellent connection. We're actually showing up here. Good. Everything's great. Hello, World Wide Web. I'm Dr. Shado, the Internet Personality Advisor, and welcome back to. Well, see, this is the problem. The problem right here. Title screen. It's taking a while. And we got the opening. Okay, skip that. Welcome back to the Angler. Call of the Wild. The Angler. Yes. Oh man, yeah, we're skipping the. I don't care. I never cared. I'm not going to stop caring. Start caring. I'm not. The caring doesn't happen. There's a distinct lack of care going on here. Anyway. Anyway. Still have a long way to go. Still working on Golden Ridge Reserve. Still barely touched Troll Sport. Still just walked around a little bit in Isilio. And still haven't even touched Agus Claris. Oh, nice Night of Sarcasm. Nice. Hello, Fukushigaru. Hello. Welcome. I want to see about finishing this, but there's still 44 frickin' missions left to do. But, I mean, what are you gonna do? You gotta do what you gotta do, and what I gotta do is drink every time I breathe stream. That sounds nice. I can't. What do I got here? Is this? Let's assume this is the right thing here. Let's just cast that out there. Hope for the best. Oh, we have started. If you can help with Gem. What? Bobby Smalls? I'm confused. Oh, suddenly. I did. Is this a reference to the title of the stream? The Splash Ketchum? Because I get like I'm trying to catch fish, which is like catching Pokemon. But this is not Pokemon. Oh, catch diamonds. Oh, no, I don't. I'm way too early for diamond rank fish. I didn't even think of that when you said that. But, oh yeah, that's right. The two other maps that I had were from the DLC pack. It's just the third one didn't arrive until recently. That's right. All of that was extra DLC from the map pack then. But yeah, I don't know about assisting catching diamonds. The best rod I have I got from the second area, and I'm still kind of noobish. Like, what's my level? 23? Is that it? Is that right? Is that my level? I think that's my level. No, 25. 25. Yeah, I'm an idiot. I'm kind of stupid. I don't know what the heck I'm doing here. So I don't think I can help catching too many diamonds. Though that's my really damn nice rod here. Really damn nice rod. Is that the one I got in my hand right now? Yes, it is. Now, the problem with that is it's hard to catch something big enough to actually gain experience on it. Let me see, I'm trying to catch a silver rank sturgeon. So he likes the cheese. Okay. Bottom lurker. Okay, so it might be better off for me to take the bottom rig than the float fishing rig. He's also a night owl, so good luck. Let's see. Switch my bottom rig. What do I got on this? What do I have equipped? Bread. Okay, and the sturge here likes redworm, wafters, white wafters, and cheese. So, let's see. I'm a silver rank, guys. And the cheese and pray. Gamer tag, I'm Dr. Shado. But I don't know, am I playing online? I don't know. I'm just here fishing. We catching fishes and fucking bitches. I'm setting up my computer here so it's gonna have that nice warm spot for Tara. Like, yeah, Tara sits here, where I have my beer, and a nice warm spot. Great idea on my part there. But you see, it's not working out because Tara's not. Tara's just here. She's like, I found the warmth. I found the warmth. It's right here. We got it all figured out. Ain't that right, Tara? Here we go. Good enough. Apex account name and numbers. Yeah, I don't have a Apex account. I still keep skipping that every single time I start. I just. I'm sorry. I don't do the Apex account. I'm just here like I just want to fish. Let me fish. I'm not thinking about doing the multiplayer. I'm not thinking about doing any of the other stuff. I'm just here trying to fish. That's all I'm trying to do is catch some fish. And I don't really think that fishing is the nerdiest hobby out there. Play Stella Butt, yeah. I really should. How many times have I played that game? Like 3? I still have more title cards. Like, I was having fun making little title cards for YouTube for Stellar Blade. Just by taking the nice, all the nice, what's the word I'm looking for here? The pictures that went out to all of the journalists that they used in all the articles. Like, what was it called again? What do you call that? Not really press release. It's the you know what I'm talking about. All the little pictures that every single article has the same dang pictures because they have a certain pool of pictures they're allowed to choose from, and they all tend to agree on which ones are the best ones. But nevertheless, I've been taking those and I've been just adding clothes on top of Eve for my title cards on YouTube. And it's just been fun. It's just been silly. Any plans on replaying Techno Clash and beating the final boss? Yeah, Fokushigaru, I didn't think of it at the time, but because the game does have a password system, theoretically I could have probably looked up a password to just get to the last level with some good stuff and, I don't know, a decent amount of heal spells. And I would have been able to beat it during the stream. Well, yeah, but Polta, you're right. Yeah, Polta is planning on streaming Stellar Blade probably tomorrow, and she thinks she's at the end of the game, which she probably is. Either that or there's like a even bigger story. Now, where the heck is Stoigen? Let's see, what's going on with this? Yeah, I'm supposed to be here, where I am. Find map location, catch Stoigen. Right. And it's currently 1 p.m. So it's midday, afternoon, and I'm trying to catch this Stoigen. Well, that's fantastic. This Stoigen is sleeping somewhere. It's a night fish. But I'm here. Like, let's catch some Stoige. It's Stoigen time. Need day fishies? I mean, yeah, but then I run around to do that and it doesn't work. Sunfish. That's a day fish. And where was that? Around here, around there. Maybe across the belly. My daughter was upset she didn't know the opposite of Armageddon. I said, don't worry. It's not the end of the world. Okay, Greybeard. Okay. 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 I see what you did there. I get it. Okay. It's fine. It's fine. Let's see. This Sunfisk. Sunfisk,
Hey,
bloodworm, redworm, cheese, shell upon deep along the lakeshore. Alright, so I probably need to... I gotta find where the dang track mission. Okay, that's there. There's the smokestack factories. Got a pier over here. A river runs through it. That kind of stuff. So we gotta figure this out. I don't think it's this because this is the dam and all that. So, but that looks like it's too big of a. Hmm. 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 Was it here? Nope. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Wait a minute. Let's see, let's see. I don't know why I thought I heard like an animal or something. I mean, there's nothing here except for fishies. Oh yeah. I believe we have found the location. Look familiar? I think so. Come on. It's gotta be. Look, I'm looking right at the dang. Most of the thing. I mean, yes, you damn thing. Jesus. Okay. Bronze rank sunfish. Catch this son of a bitch. Ugh. Let's crank it up to 100%. I am highly doubting that this thing is going to put up even the slightest fight. I might have too big of a hook on this. Let's see, what do we got here? Hook? Okay. Let me pull it in so I can look at exactly what kind of hook is on this damn thing. Number 5 hook. Okay. I'm gonna stick to the number 5. Oh, wait, let me see. What is the size of the gold that I caught? Ooh. Half a kilo is a 1 pound fish. It's a tiny one. Okay, maybe the number 7, actually. Maybe the number 7 would do me better in this scenario. Got 1,000 rep on the first 2 maps. Second 2 about halfway, and it's been tough. Well, I mean, it's good that it gets challenging, but I do find it somewhat annoying that, like, my time I spent running around the fourth map, like, half of the quests it was giving me were ones where they kept the challenge going for high-level players by saying, by the way, all that awesome stuff that you spent all that time earning, you're just not allowed to use it here. You are limited to this. Catch a fish with this limitation. Which does add a challenge, but it's like, you know, if I'm gonna get better and improve my stuff, it's supposed to be so that I can take advantage of that. Like, nah, just do better. Just do better. The skill over tools. Yeah, but I mean, I don't got that. Like, right now, I don't got either. But I'm working on getting the tools so I can make up for the lack of the skill. But that's not going to help me on the fourth map where it's like, no, you need skill. I'm like, well, I still don't got that. God dang fishing game telling me to get good. Jeez. Come on, you sunny bastards. Focus! Surely some of these sunny bastards are gonna bite that dang hook. And I'll be like, whoo, it'll be great. Hello, Anabist. Just out doing some fishing today. Just do better. As an autistic man with severe depression, the amount of times I've heard that line is... It's like, I figured out a way that works, and now you're telling me that just doesn't. And oh yeah, just do better, okay. Alright. Working on that. Been working on that shit for 40 fucking years. Now, there are fish in this lake, right? This river right here. River runs through. There's fish. There's got to be fish. There's logfish right there. I see them. Aren't those supposed to float? Don't they make boats out of those things? Supposed to be, like, buoyant. Not these logs. They're like, I am waterlogged. Ha ha ha. No, literally, I am soaking wet and I can't float. Sunfish, bite my goddamn hook. Please bite it, please bite it. Sunfish, I'm waiting for you now. Bite my lure, I brought you cheese. You love it oh so much. Cheese, even more than me, but that's possible. Isn't there like an industry around collecting well-aged sunken trees? I am not familiar with this, but I wouldn't be too surprised. There's got to be some sort of resource there. Just realized from Microsoft News, not only wouldn't have a third Evil Within and a Dishonored 3, but would not have a Prey 2 again. Yeah, I'm like, the funny thing is, like, I understand it still sucks. It's the nature of the industry, and the industry as a whole really sucks right now. The more Microsoft news, that's a reference to the stuff they were talking about a little bit earlier, where they, not long after, the shady and, like, kind of, shit is, like, not long after, I think Sarah Bond was publicly saying to Tango Gameworks, like, celebrating an anniversary and stuff, like, here's to many more, and then, like, less than a week later, they're all shit-canned. Yeah, aside from Tango Gameworks, creators of Hi-Fi Rush, and, of course, The Evil Within, Hi-Fi Rush was the big hit for Microsoft last year. Was it last year? I think it was last year. Yeah. It didn't do gangbusters of sales or none of that, but everyone was like, it was very highly rated. It was just stealth released and what have you. Ghostwire Tokyo, that is, oh yeah, that was Tango Gameworks. Yeah, they're under Bethesda, and they were Tango Gameworks, and they did Toast Go. You're right. You're right. Yeah. Yeah, they just, great studio, they're gone. Microsoft, they're like, sorry, industry's real tough right now. We gotta cut the fat, and you ain't got nothing to offer, so fuck off. Don't let the door hit you on the ass on the way out. Having irrational sales goals doesn't help either. That's true. I've heard that Satya Nadella, president of Microsoft, had given an ultimatum to Arcane Austin that they had like 1 year to turn Redfall around, which they failed to do, which is, why Arcane Austin got shit-canned. But if that is true, I have to say Arcane Austin did not work at that very hard. Like, yes, the Redfall situation wasn't great for them, for many, many reasons we can get into. But if they did get that ultimatum, let's look at what they did with it. Released one patch that improved performance a bit, and helped the AI slightly, and then nothing else. So if that ultimatum story is true, they really didn't do much. Just looked up, waterborne logs price skyrocketed like 3 to 5 times, while the price of regular... We're opening a new business. Okay. Okay, I mean, we got a shitload of rain here, like, pretty constantly. I got a forest out there. The trees are standing. They're probably already waterlogged anyway. We could just work with that. Could sit here and watch this forever. The funny thing is, like, yeah, I was playing Prey, like Arcane Austin's Prey, which I didn't really care to because I was a fan of Prey. So I didn't care about Prey because it was nothing like Prey. But I've heard a lot about how it's, like, so great in this, and of course, after playing Redfall, a lot of people were like, how could this happen? These people made Prey. Prey was so good, Redfall is so trash. And I was always of the opinion that people were a little too harsh on Redfall. Like, it's not good, but people made it out like it was way worse than it actually is. There is fun to be had in Redfall. And you might have noticed I did not finish my playthrough of Prey. Because I got kind of bored. I don't feel like playing it anymore. So from that, I gotta say, overall, I had more fun with Prey. Not Prey, with Redfall. Jesus Christ, words. Blame the alcohol, there we go. I'm not dumb. Old waterlogged, rare trees, so the ones that are still with roots in the ground and alive, that just get rained on constantly don't count. God damn it. At least Obsidian Studios not closed. They belong to Bethesda, so under Microsoft's thumbs. Well, Obsidian did not belong to Bethesda. Obsidian broke up from, like, was Obsidian based on old Bethesda employees? Or there's just some sort of thing, like, there's some old history there, but Obsidian and Bethesda worked together, but they were not the same company. But then Obsidian was purchased by Microsoft, and then afterwards, Bethesda was purchased by Microsoft. So now Obsidian and Bethesda are both owned by Microsoft. But, yeah. Obsidian is well known, of course, for Fallout New Vegas, which is a fantastic game, now. But it's funny because a lot of people seem to, I don't know if it's like intentional or not, but there seems to be a lot of revisionist history around how Fallout New Vegas went down. Because when Fallout New Vegas was new, man, it was a shit show. It was an absolute fucking train wreck. Not just, I mean, people are talking about like, oh, Obsidian. But I see things where people are talking like, okay, Obsidian pitched to Bethesda that they could do a side Elder Scrolls game. And they pitched that idea after they finished Fallout New Vegas. And I guess Bethesda is just jealous at how awesome Obsidian is at making a Fallout game compared to them. And that's why they said no. And it's like, do you have any idea what the situation was with Fallout New Vegas when it came out? Any idea whatsoever? Because what happened was Obsidian came up to Bethesda like, hey, how about we make you a side game of Fallout? Would that be cool? And Bethesda, of course, said yes, we got Fallout New Vegas that way. But Obsidian said to Bethesda, give us a year, and we'll get you a great game. And Bethesda was like, cool, you got a year. Year came and went, and Obsidian was like, it's not done. And to take this into account, the engine and most of the assets were already fucking finished. Like, it wasn't like going from Elder Scrolls 4 to Fallout 3 to Elder Scrolls 5 to Fallout 4, where there's a lot of overhaul with the engine and the art assets each time. Like, there's not that huge of an overhaul between Oblivion and Fallout 3 in terms of the engine, but it's all new kind of art assets and such, and there's a whole lot of stuff to do. Compared that to Fallout 3 to New Vegas, most of the assets were there, the engine was untouched, like, it's like, boom, you got the parts. Now create a few custom assets for it and put it together. And Obsidian said they would do it in a year. A year came and went, they were like, it's nowhere near done. So they got an extension from Bethesda. Eventually Bethesda is there like, release the fucking thing. And they're like, okay, here it is. And they release it, and it is way fucking more broken than anything Bethesda has ever put out. And, like, I know that's a big fucking thing to say, but including Fallout 76... Fallout New Vegas launched more broken than Fallout 76. And it took a while for the updates to fix everything and put it into an actual playable state before people could actually enjoy the damn thing. And it was in that environment. Fallout New Vegas finally done. Ish, but not really done. Horrible states. Reviews are coming in trashing it, and Obsidian comes up to Bethesda and they're like, hey, we could do the same for Elder Scrolls. And then Bethesda's like, get the fuck out of here! So that's more the situation of what went down. You hear it today and it's framed with the idea of like Fallout New Vegas, best Fallout game ever, which it is a very good Fallout game. Now that it's, playable and you can actually enjoy it for how it's intended to be, it's a great Fallout game. I highly recommend it. But people frame that as, like, sort of like that was the situation from the get-go. Like, it's a fantastic game that everyone loves, and they pitch doing a side game for Elder Scrolls, and Bethesda, in their hubris, is just they're like, we can't have people making better games than us. No. New Vegas was worse day one compared to Fallout 76. Yeah, it was. Like, Fallout 76 was glitchy as hell. I was there for Fallout 76 day one, but like, you could load into an area in Fallout New Vegas, and half of the things that are supposed to be there are just the big exclamation mark of, like, missing assets. Like, bugs for days. Which Fallout game is coming with a recommendation? Sorry, just got here. I was just discussing a little bit of Bethesda and Obsidian's history in the very rough development of Fallout New Vegas. Though Fallout New Vegas, as it is right now, fantastic game, highly recommended. So it's great that I went for the Dave fish that still has decided not to fucking come out. Okay, maybe the hook's still a bit big. I don't know. I'm just let's shrink it down a tad. No, let's go down to 9. Ooh, guess bloodworm. Let's see. What's the sunfisk like? Bloodworm. Okay, good. And cast away! One thing you remember from Fallout 76 was the hacking in items. Guess it was a glitch? That sounds like a glitch. Oop, there we go. This guy's a tiny little boy. He's a little tiny fishy fish. Oh, it's a tiny fishy. Oh, it's a tiny fishy. So cute. Little tiny fishy. Oh, it's a little fishy. Oh, that's a crappie fish. God damn it. Get out of here. Well, at least we caught something after a half hour. God, I love fishing. Tiny fish is better than no fish? Yeah. Hacking of items, the losing of items, the special editions with toxic plastic helmets. Oh, a lot of messes up this first few days, yeah. But I remember like a lot of the stuff, like a lot of the heat that Fallout 76 was getting, did still seem a bit excessive to me. Like, bugs where you lose your shit, real bad thing. No question there. But the funny thing is, like, a lot of people know Fallout 76 for the special edition having absolute trash for a ridiculous price. The problem I have with this is not that it's false, but it seems to ignore the fact that that is literally every single special edition of every video game that is released. Every single one is priced at $200+, and the shit that comes with it is not nearly as good as the shit that is advertised. It is all absolute trash. Every single one of them. There is no exception. There is no, oh, except this particular one actually pulled it off. No, none of them do. They all suck. Every single special edition thing out there that costs $200 and you get your little plastic doohickeys to go with it. The more expensive it is, the more disappointing the shit you get is. Another crap. Alright. Remember playing a bit of Doom Eternal a while back? Did you try out the Ancient Gods campaign DLC? I stopped playing Doom Eternal because I stopped having fun with it. I don't know, I could get back to it. It's not like I was having a terribly bad time. I just wasn't really enthused. That was also before I got more into Souls kind of stuff and got over the whole now you play, now you die. It's just talking about playing Doom, Cronny. Doom is a manly game. It's about demons and shit. Gotta be honest, WoW's collector's editions are worth the money? Really? Extras of it for it are tangible. Now the digital stuff comes from the epic and lower, and some are worth it and some not. Now the glitches. Those are annoying as hell out of right now. They rolled out a patch last week. So many glitches. Whoa. Okay. Oh, man. I haven't played WoW in so long. Like, honestly, I noped out of WoW during the classic. Like, the classic, the original launch. Before the Burning Crusade came out, I already... Hello, fishy. Hi. Oh, did you bite the thing? Bite it, bite it, bite it. Yeah, I see his ass. I see him right there. Boom. That's nice. Little fishy came right up to that, like, hello. But, okay. There's a poich. Well, it's a different one. I got some XP. I got some credits. My guy's happy about it. You know, that's something. That's something. Still got the coin that came with Oblivion. Wasn't a special edition, but it was like a tiered down. Came with a map. Oh, God. Which edition of... Was it Skyrim that came with a septum? Or was it Oblivion that came with a septum? Like, they're all... all of the Elder Scrolls, the currency is septums. Okay, Oblivion had the septum? Alright. I don't know, that was one of the things I was somewhat disappointed with in Oblivion, was that I could not drop a single coin. It's another crappy fish. Give me my sunfish. I want my sunfish. I want the sunny fishy fish. What the? I'm casting into the logs. Okay. Wow, Lord, don't like it? Wait 5 minutes. It'll change. But yeah, I remember, like, I played World of Warcraft when it came out, but I never actually got my character to the level cap of the time, because long before that happened, I got bored. Mainly because I was coming off of EverQuest, and at least at the time, EverQuest was pretty dang tough. EverQuest was, like, it was the Dark Souls of MMORPGs. But WoW, like, was a bit of a breath of fresh air with how accessible it was, but the difficulty never came. Like, it wasn't like, it's easy now and then it ramps up. I mean, technically later in WoW it's harder than earlier, but it's still so damn easy compared to even low-level EverQuest. So I got kind of bored with it around level 35. And I was like, okay, I'm out. But yeah, I was a night elf hunter. That was my main. Though that was mainly because in EverQuest I mained a wood elf ranger. There's Twitch telling me that my bitrate is absolute trash, again. Drop frames 118, what are you talking about? This is a fishy game. What are you dropping frames for, OBS? What is wrong with you? Got into RuneScape, never played WoW. Yeah, I never tried RuneScape. I don't know if I mean, I feel like I would probably like it, but I'm also slightly worried that if I do like RuneScape that much, it's going to do to me like it has done to oh so many before. And it will become all I do. But yeah, it's like I enjoyed EverQuest, and it was like part of it was the challenge, and a good part of it was like just the absolute immersion and the feeling of like, hey, here's a world to explore. I am going on an adventure here, and it's dangerous. And And which is one reason why I have been having a very hard time every time I try and come back to EverQuest, because in the years and years since, they have updated it a lot, and there's another poich. And they've made it much more like WoW. It is a lot more accessible now, but it's way easier. It's got so much in terms of like the ability to fast travel around. It's possible to solo effectively. It's like it's a totally different game. Like back when I played EverQuest, if you decided to go out on your own, you'd better be a druid or a monk or some other OP as fuck character, because otherwise you ain't coming back. And like I said, I mained a Wood Elf Ranger. Though honestly, I wasn't too bad at soloing. I could kite pretty well. That's what you had to do in that situation. Come on, bronze rank, green sun. Wait, green sun. Yeah, that's what I got the bloodworm, redworm, cheese. Alright. Cheese. Alright. Getting near these crappies. Maybe I could go for a slightly bigger hook. I don't know. I just need to catch a bronze rank. It doesn't have to be a huge fish. Hello, Tara. Now, I could also see about finishing my my run of Little Kitty Big City. I was having fun with that. It's a nice, chill little game, like just exploration, being cute and all that fun stuff, and I got to play as Tara. That was nice. Green Jesus? Wait, what? I feel like I've been keeping up with chat, but suddenly we're talking about Green Jesus, and I'm like, the jolly Green Jesus? What's going on here? WoW players call Thrall Green Jesus. Ah, okay. Okay. That just reminds me very slightly of, I remember I got on sale on Xbox one of the Sword Art Online games. Sword Art Online Fatal Bullets. I was enjoying it because it involved shooting things. But I was not too abreast of the Sword Art Online storyline and what have you. But you pick up some things here and there, and it's funny because one of the main characters, if not the main character, I suppose you could say, of Sword Art Online is Kiru. And he is known by the Sword Art Online fans, who are fans of Sword Art Online, but not fans of Kiru, as Jesus-kun. As he is a Gary Stew and a half. He can do no wrong. He is always right. He is just perfect at everything. And he's in Fatal Bullets. And he uses a sword even though it's a gun game. Because he's Kiru. And I didn't really quite get it too much initially. But now that I've been learning Japanese, I get it on a level that is, like, annoying. Because a lot of people don't like Kiru already. But if they knew what I know, they would hate him oh so much more. Because it's one of those things where the all the names and such, they're just they're the same names they have in Japanese. So there's no localization going on there. But a properly localized name for that character could easily be done. Because, like I said, Kiru, he uses a sword. He's really good with swords. In Sword Art Online, he's like a sword wielder, of course, because everyone is. And in Fatal Bullet, which is a gun game, he still uses a fucking sword. Kiru, in Japanese, is a verb, which means to cut. A properly localized name for this character would be Cutter. The perfectly perfect in every way best player of all time for Sword Art Online is Cutter. Oh. Can't win them all. But yeah. I like reading reviews for Sword Art Online Fatal Bullets, because a lot of people who are familiar with Sword Art Online are there like, I was real excited when I got to make my own character and play my own story, but then I'm forced to have fucking Jesus-kun in my party stealing my XP. People really don't like him. When EQ2 happened, is still canon for you in the EQ universe? About Phantasy Star Online, do you have a frontier that becomes non-canon to your eyes? EverQuest... I feel like EverQuest 2 is just kind of like an alternate universe. I never really saw EverQuest 2 as a continuation, because it was just so different. Like, there were so many things that were technically things from EverQuest 1, but the way they were done in EverQuest 2, it was just not really the same. So it felt like an alternate universe the entire time. Phantasy Star is an interesting one, because I started Phantasy Star with Phantasy Star 3, which is actually considered, like, the black sheep of the series. And then I went back to Phantasy Star 2, and then I played Phantasy Star 4, which I frickin' love, and then I played Phantasy Star 1, which I still never beat, but that's just because that game is fucking hard. But Phantasy Star Online absolutely got its claws into me, and I was just completely... Where the hell's my frickin'... Okay, there it is. Put it there. Wait, see what happens. I was completely just sucked into Phantasy Star Online. But Phantasy Star Online set itself separately from the main series, because the main series all took place in the Algo star system. Phantasy Star 1 begins on Parma. Phantasy Star 2 has in Phantasy Star 1 you have Parma, Motavia, Dezolis. Phantasy Star 2 gives you Motavia and Dezolis, and the planet Parma has been destroyed. Phantasy Star 3 is actually already separate from the Algo Star system. It's a whole thing where there's ships just going off in space, and it's been thousands of years, and the people on the ships don't even frickin' realize that they're spaceships anymore. And they've kind of regressed into a medieval society, and it's all kinds of... Phantasy Star 3 is really interesting if you take it for what it is, which is a real good thing that I started with 3, because a lot of people, when they went from 1 to 2, and then they went to 3, and they're no longer in the Algo Star system, and there's just this stronger medieval bend to the science fiction story, a lot of people were like, fuck it, this isn't even made by the same team or something, when it actually was, like, the brainchild of people who had been involved with Phantasy Star since the inception. Or at least since 2. Either way, point is, there were definitely Phantasy Star alumni responsible for Phantasy Star 3. Phantasy Star 4 brought it back into the Algo Star system, but it involved a whole lot of stuff, like tying everything together. Like, bits of Planet Parma were still intact enough to explore as meteorites, and like a specific castle on Planet Parma you could get back to in Phantasy Star 4 because it survived the destruction of the planet. And so you got Matavia, Dezolis, you got chunks of Parma, you got all kinds of stuff going on in Phantasy Star 4, and Phantasy Star 4 puts it ties up everything in a nice little bow. You get a very great ending with that. But then Phantasy Star Online, it just sidesteps that entirely. And it introduces the Ragall, star system, Planet Ragall. And it still has Dark Force. Hello, ADRPG, thank you for the lurk. Still has Dark Force, Dark Falls, whatever the hell you want to call them. And it's got so much, fun in it. The very simple, very basic story didn't bother me too much at the time. Phantasy Star 4 was the first game of its type that you ever played. Not a bad place to start. It's still one of my favorite games. But... yeah... after Phantasy Star Online, then came Phantasy Star Universe, which was yet another different star system, and then they had a bunch of extra stuff, and it had a better story than Phantasy Star Online, but I was more interested in expanding on the world introduced in Phantasy Star Online. And then you got Phantasy Star Zero, which was, again, another side story that didn't really have anything to do with anything. And then Phantasy Star Online, Phantasy Star Universe 2, I think, on Vita or something? I can't remember. There were a lot of other side games made, and each one seemed to make a completely different universe. And it became kind of annoying for me. And now we have Phantasy Star Online 2, which introduced yet another different universe. And then we got the Phantasy Star Online 2 New Genesis, which is still Phantasy Star Online 2, but guess what? It's a different universe. And that's really frustrating for me, because I was very invested in the Algo Star system, and I really want to see, a Phantasy Star 5, single player Phantasy Star 5, maybe with an online component added to it, but mainly a single player focused Phantasy Star 5 that returns to the Algo Star system. That's what I really want in my heart of hearts. Now, where the fuck are these fish? Okay, it's 4:30 at night. These fish are not here. What the hell? One advantage to some of the games you've played, except Final Fantasy, which is confusing each game. As far as I'm aware, Final Fantasy is effectively the same world from game to game, but there's like so much of a time jump between entries that it's a completely new story, no matter what. Seems the Phantasy Star Universe timelines seem worse than Neon Genesis Evangelion timelines. Oh boy. Hello, Neon Gemini. Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. Ooh, just playing some of the Angler and talking about Phantasy Star. And I'm just kind of sitting here like, when is this sunfish gonna bite my dang hook? It's not. It is not. Ooh. How about here? Let's just try right here. Right here. Smack dab, right there. See if we catch something from that spot. I don't know. I'm having a hell of a time catching fish today. You got to leave work early, so look out. Nice, Granny. Always nice. Ever played Shining Force 2? Oh, hell yes. My first Shining game was Shining Force 1. And then I went back to Shining in the Darkness. And then, of course, Shining Force 2. And Shining Force 3 on Sega Saturn is a fucking banger. I do have a Shining game now, but Shining... I feel like Shining Force is one of those where it's also gone on a long time, and the focus has shifted drastically. Like, Shining in the Darkness was a dungeon crawler. Shining Force turned it into a tactical RPG. And Shining Force 2 and 3 continued tactical RPG. But then beyond that, the Shining series has turned into sort of an action RPG. And the one that I got that's a more recent one is no different. It's Shining Resonance Refrain, which is an action RPG in the Shining series, in the Shining universe, with emphasis on musical magic, I think. I can't remember. It's the thing that bothers me with Shining Resonance Refrain, and indeed the Shining series, since the shift from the Shining in the Darkness and Shining Force chunk into the action RPG Shining series, is that when Shining became an action RPG, it also sort of shifted its art style away from the more, like, 80s, 90s Western-inspired fantasy Japanese artwork, and much stronger into just straight weeb. And I am a weeb, but I liked what Shining was. I have enough weeb shit over here already. I don't need the Shining series to also just go full weeb on me. It's just what it did. It's what it did. Let me see. Dang you. Okay, that's not gonna be seeing nothing right now. Oh crap! Oh, damn you, bastard! Okay. Okay, so we got Shining Resonance Refrain on Steam here. We got you got your dragons and stuff, but you got your... Good evening, Yuma. Do you mind if we talk for a little while? We got you got your stuff there. Like, there's your action RPG stuff there, which fully animified characters, like, that don't have much of a resemblance to the classic Shining style. Hey, look, this one's about music. Look at the music there. They're playing instruments. She's playing the hell out of that. I don't know what that is, but just good on her. Good on her there. Good on her. And yes, that is the title of the game. That's fantastic, fantastic one. Yeah. Oh yeah. Ooh, partial. Favorite kind. Hey, nice. I can get behind that. Oof, oof. Okay. Well, that's fantastic right there. What's the overall? Mostly positive, but damn, recently not so much. God. Okay, well, okay, this is the first recommended thing. I am a woman myself, and I love the boobs, not gonna lie. Okay, that's all we need to know. That's all we need to know. I'm just saying, like, the classic Shining series had a very distinctive art style to it that is just lost in the newer Shining games. But yeah, Shining Force 2 was on Sega Genesis, and, like, Shining in the Darkness, Shining Force, and Shining Force 2 were all on Sega Genesis. And, Shining Force 2 was a whole hell of a lot of fun. I remember there was a... Shining Force 1 and 2 both had a little joke character, but if you promote them, they become like this super powerful character. At least that's what I heard. As far as I could tell, Yogurt in Shining Force 1, I don't know how the hell to actually get them a promotion, because every time you'd level them up, they'd level from 1 to 1. And you need to be level 10 to be able to level up. That's just how it works. That's how the system works. You get the character, the level 10, they get to level up. It's part of the deal. It takes 100 experience points to level up, like, every time. A yellow poich. He's not very happy about it. We spent what? Another 40 minutes trying to catch a freaking fish, and he got that tiny thing? Oy. Oy. No wonder he's upset. Oy. But, yeah, generally speaking, like, it was easy enough to figure out a way for Yogurt, who did, like, pitiful damage, to actually get enough experience to level up, because if he struck someone that was high enough level from him, he'd get the maximum amount of experience that you would need, you would get from fight, which the cap of experience gain, the most you could get at any specific time, was 49 experience points. So 3 fights, each getting 49 experience points. He'd get the 100 he needs to level up. But it would tell me he levels from 1 to 1. Yogurt doesn't use the Schwartz. I guess. Honestly, the best thing about Yogurt is he had the Yogurt ring. So, maybe, because the Yogurt ring, the thing about that is that you use the Yogurt ring's power on another character, and they transform into Yogurt. And the thing about that is, while Yogurt sucks ass, a character that is high level and transformed into Yogurt is really powerful. Like, they do massive damage. They don't have much in terms of skills, but their headbutts do huge. Well, I didn't hear the strike sound effect. What the hell was that? Another crabby. Oh. So, I don't know if it is actually possible to level up Yogurt in Shining Force 1, but if you use the Yogurt ring's power, you can get some nice strength out of having yogurts on your team. Now, more crappy. God damn it. These crappy fish. You crappy or not. Here, have a bloodworm. Now, in Shining Force 2, on the other hand, I can't remember what this character's name was, but there was a... Shit! There was a... I fucked that up. There was a... turtle. There was a turtle that you could recruit in a secret location. And the turtle sucked. It was not a very strong character. It was like a little baby kid turtle. But if you leveled that turtle up to level 10, you could evolve it. You could promote them. I think every single character in Shining Force at level 10 can receive a promotion. Which is kind of like a Pokemon evolution, but it's like, you go from adventurer to hero, and stuff like that, to leader, and, all that fun stuff. Now, the turtle, when you evolved the turtle, when you promoted the turtle, effectively turned into Gamera. He was awesome. He kicked all the asses and took all the names. And that was a lot more fun than all that bullshit you had to deal with the yogurt. Yogurt the wise. Yogurt the all-powerful. Yogurt the magnificent! Please, please, I'm just plain yogurt. Yogurt. Who hasn't heard of yogurt? Spaceballs the flamethrower! The kids love this one. Yeah, barf. He's a Mog. Half man, half dog. I'm my own best friend. God, that's a great movie. That's a big fish. Is that fish going for my hook? Please, big bitch, go for the... it's a small hook. It's tiny, but you can still bite it. That's not how this works. Little fish can bite it, but big fish can too. Get your big ass over there. Get your big ass over there. Bite the hook already. I'm hungry. And Emperor Pilaf is mad that I haven't caught him anything. Damn it. Did this get dark? Or am I insane? Or is that not mutually exclusive? When will this... The hell am I looking at? When does this happen in the movie? Now. You're looking at now. Whatever's happening now is happening now. What about then? We passed then. When? Just now. When will then be now? Soon. How soon? Stinky little piece of shit. He's not even happy. Look at that. He's like... It just passed. Go back to that. I can't. Why? We missed it. When? Just now. God damn it. Like the plaid scene the best. Prepare ship for ludicrous speed. Fasten all seatbelts. Seal all entrances and exits. Cancel the 3-ring circus. Secure all animals in the zoo. Give me that, you petty excuse for an officer! Sir, you should maybe put on a seatbelt. You maybe buckle a seatbelt. Nah, buckle this. Ludicrous speed. Go! Phew! Oh, jeez. So, Smokey got him. Are we stopped? Yes, sir. It's a good thing you were wearing that helmet. Oh. How about we all take a break? Very good, sir. No! God dang it. What are these dinky little pieces of fish? Okay, we gotta get a bigger hook on this thing. These fish are just annoying. Okay. Okay, let's put a number 8. Number 8? Number 8? That's a Simpsons reference if you don't. Yeah, you don't. Actually, it's classic Simpsons, so you might have seen it. I don't make Simpsons references for Simpsons that people don't watch. Knock on my door! Knock next time! Yes, sir! Did you see anything? No, sir! I didn't see you playing with your dolls again. Good! The number 8 burp, number 8 burp. That was the B-Sharps episode. Which, if you haven't seen it, means nothing to you. Okay, so... they were at, I think it was at a yard sale or something. Like everyone was going around doing some stuff, and Lisa was digging through some old vinyls and found a vinyl of the B-Sharps, and one of the people on the cover was clearly Homer Simpson, and she's like, "This looks like Dad," and so they had to tell the story of way back when Homer was part of a barbershop quartet, the B-Sharps, and they were doing pretty good with like they had a little bit of a one-hit wonder at one point, and they got an agent, and the agent was there like, okay, well, what we got to do to make you like real big is we got to get rid of Chief Wiggum, because having a cop there, it's just two village people don't like that. So get rid of him, get someone else. We'll make you like superstars. And they end up getting Barney, because he's just a fantastic singer. I don't mean that facetiously. He really was like beautiful voice and everything. Thank you, Good Game Energy. I'm trying to get myself that bronze rank green sunfish that's I gotta get from here. This is the location to catch it, and I'm using the lure they like. They ain't biting, though. I'm getting everyone else in the lake. I'm figuring if I whittle it down and I catch everyone else, sunfish is bound to come out, right? Yeah. Barney used to be a very smart guy before he found beer. Ah, yes. There was a bit of a hint of that with the episode where Homer goes to space, because they have Homer and Barney like competing, and Barney takes it like completely serious. He gets off alcohol, and he becomes like a prodigy in the process. He regains his cognition, he gets his motor skills back, he gets fit in all the training, and Homer just kind of fucks off and he just homers through. And so by the end of it all, they're like, well, Barney's the one that wins. Cool. He can go to space with doing all this stuff for this particular episode. Homer, it was nice. You can go fuck off and leave now. And they're having their celebratory champagne. And Barney takes a sip of that and just loses his mind, grabs the bottle, chugs it, just runs off and, like, completely ruins everything for himself. And the punchline is when the one researcher is there, he's like, I don't understand. That was non-alcoholic champagne. Oh, out of context, you defaulted to Barney the dinosaur? Okay. Whew. I hear in the newer episodes they have Barney now just a coffee drinker. But did they remember to make him be a, like, prodigy again? Or are they just being like, yeah, he just drinks coffee, whatever? Love how I immediately remembered that episode. Well, I mean, before I stopped watching TV ever again, I watched a lot of The Simpsons. Simpsons under Disney is shit. Well, yeah, I mean. But to be fair, Simpsons has been shit for a while. I mean, when was it purchased by Disney? I don't think that coincides with when it turned into shit, but I don't think it's gotten any better. I'm not much for judging, like, not a TV guy. Well, yeah, but, like, way back when I did watch TV. Why are you little shiny little fish looking like your legendary fish jumping out here like, hey, look at me, I'm a fish. Come bite my damn hook, you fishy bastard. Barney hasn't been a coffee drinker in years? Okay. He's barely used now. Haven't watched on the regular in about 8 years. Okay. So Barney is just kind of, he's been relegated to Hans Moleman, I suppose. Or more or less than Hans Moleman. Oh yeah, Jenny Jones. Jenny Jones on in Chicago. I still can't remember who what the talk show was in New Jersey though that I was on. God, if I could remember. Let me see. New Jersey talk show. Lobster dinner tonight. So. Richard Bay! There it is! There it is. The Richard Bay Show. God, I love Google. I mean, I don't love Google, but, you know, I appreciate the fact that I have a lot of information at my fingertips. But yeah, Richard Bay. So I was on Jenny Jones first, and then I was on Richard Bay. But that was... Have I checked if those segments are on YouTube? Ah, man. I don't know. Those are very... Well, the episode of Jenny Jones I was on, Gallagher was also on, so there's a higher chance that people did bother to keep a copy and upload it somewhere. There's Gallagher and the statue guy. Statue guy, awesome. Gallagher, kind of a dick. Gallagher, kind of a narcissist, just, you know. To be fair, he is Gallagher, but at the same time, when you've already made your agreement of what you're getting paid to be on a show, finding out someone else agreed to hire shouldn't mean that you throw a fucking hissy fit. You already made your agreement. Stick to it. Gallagher was there, the statue guy. That was the main drama of that episode, because the statue guy was really good at his job. Statue guy was getting paid more than Gallagher in the initial agreement, which is what pissed Gallagher off. Gallagher's stomping his feet and crying got him his paycheck. So, I mean, I guess if it works, the man got his money. Can't argue with results. But, sounds like I had too much watermelon splashed on me. No. I never went to a Gallagher show, and I didn't get it's like, get splashed by a watermelon after Gallagher smashes one, and just get a vendetta for the rest of my life like this motherfucker. But yes, I was on the same Jenny Jones show as Gallagher, and I wish I remembered his name, but the statue guy, he was really professional. He was really impressive with what he could do. He got the EMTs fucking worried because he stopped his breathing, slowed his heart, and he did the fucking Mr. Miyagi on them, and they were like, "This fucking guy just died on our show. What do we do?" And he pulled that around real nice. That's when the Decker revenge plot hatched. There's a chunk of watermelon coming, just going down my face like, "You son of a bitch. You will not get away with it. Hey, I will spread the word. Fucking it." Oh, it's been years. Gallagher's whole fucking personality might have changed by now. People change over time. It happens. Sideshow Bob with a rake. Is he dead, Gallagher? I don't know. Gallagher, American comedian. Oh, shit! Yeah. He died November 11th in California, 2022. Damn. 76 years old. Yeah, that'll do it. That'll do it. Damn. For some reason, as soon as you did that plotting revenge thing, imagine you pulling out your phone, calling Freddy Krueger. Yeah, I'm gonna have to catch in a favor you owe me. Oh man, yeah. Well, I'm a bit late for that. Bit late for the revenge. Oh yeah, I know Bart was the one that found out Sideshow Bob framed Krusty. It was tied to, it was based on the fact that the security camera footage where Homer stepped on Krusty's foot as he was robbing a convenience store. The part of the foot he stepped on was where the huge clown shoe was covering, but Krusty's actual feet were not actually that large. Krusty has small feet. Sideshow Bob, on the other hand, has ginormous feet. Sideshow Bob, therefore, was the man who robbed the convenience store and framed Krusty for it. Welcome to prime time, bitch. Oh, bitch. So where is this fucking fish? Is my question. Like, we're here. We got the baity likes. Throwing it down here. Like, hey, fish. Come. Get your bloodworm. Right here. Delicious bloodworm right on this hook. Waiting for you. This fish here, like, eh. Now, a fish is coming. Look at that guy. Look at that guy. He's about to nibble. Here we go. Another crappy fish. 15 credits. How much does the bloodworm cost per bloodworm? I hope we're making a profit here. You want that? You want that? Right there? I just brought it closer to you. Would you like it? Would you like that? That beautiful, beautiful... Yes, please bite the fucking thing. Go nibble. Go nibble. It's right there. Bloodworm. Everyone loves bloodworm. Come on. You jumping around. Bloodworm right there. What you jumping for? What you jumping for? Get your ass over. Bite the bloodworm. You silly bastards. Bite the damn bloodworm. Oh, don't run away from the bloodworm just because it jumps down right in front of you like a phantom bloodworm. Scared of bloodworm. Hey, little bastard. Little scaredy bastard. Like, oh no, bloodworm coming to get me. No, you... Swap places with a realtor or something, face and all, and kidnap Bart to try and kill him. I can't remember that. I remember Sideshow Bob kidnapping Bart and trying to kill him several times. But I don't remember that. I have not seen the Weekend at Bernie's movies. Mother's Day just passed, and that got me thinking about the movies my mother introduced me to. I already did a review of Phantom of the Paradise, which is always one that I go back to. Kind of a comfort movie, kind of a movie about life. But it's a movie about life specifically would, of course, be another one that my mother introduced me to, which would be Fiddler on the Roof. The best way to describe that movie is that it is a movie about life itself. If I were a rich man, all day long I'd pity-pum. If I were a wealthy man, I wouldn't have to work hard. If I were a pity rich, little man. I'd see my wife might go there looking like a rich man's wife with a proper double skin room. Supervising meals to her heart's delight. I'd see her putting on pearls and strutting like a peacock. Oh, what a happy mood she's in. Screaming at her servants day and night. Smells like the only Nirvana song you know. Ah. I gotta know more than that. It's the alcohol. It's the alcohol is fucking me up. It's Tara? It's the alcohol, isn't it? Alcohol? The alcohol is at full. Why aren't these fish biting it, Tara? Why aren't the fish biting it? Bob Next Door, an episode from 2009, way after my TV time. It'll mention Three Little Maids, the Frasier thing, both played by Kelsey Grammer. As Cyan looks at Tara. Cyan, your cat? What time is it in-game? 1752, so it's about 1800, which is about 6 p.m. So we're almost at time to go for the night fish. But these fucking fuckers who insist on fucking me. Hey, fuck. Ah. A chunky Russian blue. Okay, okay. That's nice, that's nice. That is the thing. You gotta remember, there's no such thing. There is no such thing as a gray cat. Any cat that you look at and you see gray, your eyes are deceiving you. In fact, that cat is blue. That is blue fur. Think of it like the dress. Someone agrees it's blue, you just have to agree. I don't give a shit what you see. It's blue. Never mind those blue dress. No, I'm talking about the one with the gold or blue, like the striped one, not the damn it. Anyway, fucking 90s. He's a Tara foot right here. See the foot? Oh, Tara's like, what you doing with my foot? What you doing? They're a cat called a blue Russian. Russian blue. Well, I guess that's technically about the same thing, but ooh. But I was thinking about doing a review of Ghost Stories. I watched that whole series with Charlie, and I thought it was fun. And it would be nice to actually look at it in Japanese and compare and contrast between the original and the localization, you know. Hey, big boy, here's a little bloodworm for you. Why don't you give it a nibble? Why don't you give it a nibble? Why not? Everyone loves bloodworms. They're all the rage. Eat the bloodworm. Eat the fucking bloodworm. Right there. Eat the dang bloodworm, you stupid ass fish. You. Eat the bloodworm. Eat it. Is that right there? That right? Go. Eat the bloodworm, you son of a fucking... God damn it. Hey, fish. Bloodworm's waiting for you over here. Where you going? What are you gonna catch over there? There's a fucking log. You...
Hey, Buckaroo. Down on the range if you need me.
I just mentioned a little bit about comparing and contrasting localization between a Japanese anime and the American release that is famously not accurate. And you gotta pop in with your buckarooing, you little bucker bastard. Yes, the anime, Jack. The anime. Cast by the log. Oh, I mean, may as well. All right. Let's see. Ooh, Ubisoft is streaming Skull and Bones to 189 people. Not sure if that low number is due to the game, Ubisoft themselves, or both. Ooh, that is... damn, that hurts. That hurts. Ugh. Can you snag in this game? Nah. I haven't seen anything even hinting at that as a possibility, and I've played, like, this is part 12 of the streams, and I stream for at least 2 hours each time, so that's, you know, like 24 hours of game time. So yeah, I've never snagged, so I'm pretty sure that's not possible. I did have an issue one time when I caught a fish and the hook was like behind a rock, and then suddenly it just went like crazy high in the tension and snapped and broke. So there might be a thing there, but that I feel like that has more to do with the physics than with a snag system. Azekar joins me on your shoulder. You notice how the shoulder catch. Tucks Tabby who paused like he dipped them in, with white paws like he dipped them in sugar. Okay. Yeah, I remember Kolban. He was a bit of a shoulder cat. But he's over with the twins. So, I don't keep Kolban. But he was the orange... Here's the orange spotted cat, and yeah, he had a tendency of shoulder riding. Okay, it's 1807, 6 o'clock. I could see if Charlie would be interested, just in sitting down and watching it. Charlie doesn't really sit down and watch movies like me, though, so... Then again, whenever it's time to sit down and watch a movie, I'm there like, can we put on Gamera? And she's like, no, I don't fucking care about your fucking turtle, Ben. And I'm like, but please, the Gamera. He's awesome. He's so big and heroic, and he helps children. Gamera is the savior of children. He is so nice to children, even in his first appearance, where he is literally just murdering people for the sake of it because he woke up on the wrong side of the icicle. He is there like a child is falling from a lighthouse, and he just is like, no, not the kid. The kid's saved. Now let me breathe fire on this group of teenagers. Fuck them. Ooh. Aw. Yeah, 2020 sucked all the asses, Night of Sarcasm. But yeah, that is especially hard. Well, the 2020s have just kind of continued to not be great. And I'm like, can there be a rebound at some point, please? I mean, I managed to go to the grocery store today, and I almost wish I didn't. Because, fuck. It was damn near $500. No joke. It was like 470 some odd dollars. I mean, I needed toilet paper. I needed paper towels. I needed cat litter. I needed, like, a whole bunch of things. Like, I needed the laundry detergent. I needed the dryer sheets. I needed a lot of things. 470 some odd fucking dollars. It's like, fuck me. I don't know how many more times I can go to the grocery store before I straight up run out of fucking money. Like, I'm not earning it fast enough. Ooh. So yeah, I spent $13 and got a 12-pack of Yangling. That wasn't a necessity. But at the point where you're already spending just $450 or $440 or at least $400, like let's say that $80 fucking dollars were just like unnecessary. It's still $400 of necessities there. At that point, it becomes a lot more like, well, may as fucking well at least have something. Oh, careful, Tara, careful. I was talking to my stepmom, and she was telling me a memory where I fell asleep watching Godzilla, and autoplay went to this stupid giant turtle flying around. That's her quote. So you were watching Godzilla, fell asleep, and then autoplay was like, okay, you love kaiju, here's some Gamera. And she walked in on that like, what the fuck is this shit? Yeah, that's the general... That is the problem with, like, you got Godzilla. Everyone knows Godzilla. It's expected. Like, you see a giant lizard stomping around Tokyo, it's like, well, that's just Godzilla. People see a turtle spinning, or even worse, pulling out flippers and just going like a jet. Like, whee! Yeah, general people are gonna look at that like, what the fuck? Oh... My 19-year-old and Nick the House Cat are food-centered. Those taxables, though, Tidy Cat buckets are $19.99 now, and a cat food bags are $29. Oof. Yeah. I still... Oof. Goddamn. Like, Tara likes her canned Friskies. She likes her cans of pate with seafood flavor. Like... That's what she's into. Now, a big dang 48-pack of that will run me $35 at least. I did not get that at the store this time, but she is getting low on it. But then there's the bag of cat food that they eat, and it's like, I get Lou the giant bags of dog food because... I try and make sure that I get it for as efficient of price as I can. It's not like Lou's going anywhere. Like, get the giant bag of food. It costs less per ounce. Like, here we go. Spend less on your food. But... Like... I am gonna have to get Tara and Dobby food sooner rather than later. I mean, no, I didn't say the F word. It's fine. Don't think about it. She recognizes the F word. We can't say the F word. You're not recognizing my bit there here. It's fine. Fine, Tara. It's fine. You don't recognize. You don't speak English. You don't speak English, Tara. It's fine. You don't got anything to worry about. You're a cat. You. Just enjoy being fuzzy. Enjoy being fuzzy and enjoy warm things. It's fine. Kron just dropped $10 saying ain't much, but trying to help. Should listen to Jerky Boys testing for Jeopardy while fishing. Have some laughs. And I want to see if you can get the answers right. But would I get hit on with a copyright claim on YouTube? Because I am co-streaming this between Twitch and YouTube. But thank you very much, Kron. Thank you, thank you. Oh, everything helps. And I gotta get the next review done. Like, YouTube just generally is doing terrible right now, and that's not gonna help too much, but it's still going to help, and like I said, everything helps, so... The giant turtle retracting its legs into its shell and fires, comes out at the legs holes, and it essentially becomes a jet. Show that to a Godzilla fan, and they're like, what the hell is this shit? Yeah. I like Gamera. Gamera is nice. I don't care for so much for the flipper flying, though. I feel like that... I like the UFO spin for Gamera. Like, I like the jet going in a spinning in a circle, like, just... It's tied to his powers of fire. And then he spins in a circle and goes, but just, his arms go from arms into big flippers, and he just blasts fire out of his ass. And goes, woo! I never was a fan of that. Catch the fucking... It's 1824. It's still got time to wait for this. Wait for the time. Time, fate, wait, take, bait, sate. Okay. Bait. Straight. Wait. I don't know. So I have been doing better with my Japanese. It's one of those tough parts where it's like I've learned so much and I am still learning, but I am not yet at a point where I can actually just turn on something Japanese or read something Japanese and actually just be like, oh yeah, that's that, there it is. Unless it happens to be something that I've been, like, I've learned enough of. Like, there is this ad on Twitter that constantly pops up, where it's in Japanese, because I've set my Twitter to just show me shit in Japanese as a way to help keep exposing myself to it, so that I get more practice in than I otherwise would. And... No, not the local singles in your areas. It's effectively the same. It's effectively the same, barely coherent. But there's these ads that are recurring on Twitter, and it's what it says is effectively, here's this Japanese game here's this new game that you don't know. Why don't you play it a little? Like, that's... What the fuck?! What the hell just happened? What the... Low tension? I said... What?! Move the rod away from the fish swimming direction? I was just talking to the chat! Excuse the fuck out of me! He just decided to say fuck it and leave? This rod's too fucking good. Too good. Damn it. Profound sadness. Damn it! Damn it! Damn it! Damn it! Favorite Godzilla film? Yours is probably now -1, but before that it was GMK. Oh yeah, well,
Hey, just say fuck it and leave.
I haven't seen Godzilla -1 yet. Very sadly. Problems of having a busted car. But of the ones I've seen,
just nutsos and the butsos.
Godzilla Final Wars is still just so fucking all out in every conceivable way. I'm like, oh yes, oh yes, oh yeah, oh yes, oh yes, oh yeah. Bite the fucking hook. Damn, thank you. Okay, are we high enough tension? Are we too low tension? I don't know, because you were fucking crazy before. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. And just pull it this way. Okay.
Don't hack off your limbs.
Another point. Yay. I'm trying, man. I'm just losing my mind here. I'm losing my mind. Fuck you. God cocking. You piece of shit. There. I assume that if the hook just hits something dry, it's like, nah, and just like right back to the rod. Like, that's it. Like, ooh, Suriza o kaimemasu. Suriza o kairimasu. Something like that. Something like that. Sorry for slurring my Japanese. I've been drinking a lot right now. Excuse me. Or that be Suriza de kai. Suriza ni? Suriza de? Suriza ni. と思いて。日本語をシャーにしますか? Why is my bait so fucking happy? It's jumping for joy, like, holy shit, yes, yes, yes. We are fishing today. Woo, yeah, look at me go. What is going on here? Oh, drunk. I knew there's a word for that. I can't remember what it is. Fuck. Well, I know it in English. It's drunk. I'm saying in Japanese. In Japanesing. Well, Japanesing, I guess, would be said in Japanese as Nihongo shimasu. 私は日本語をします。I'm Japanesing. But yeah, last time, like, whenever I write a grocery, like, one of the things is when I go to the store and I write the grocery list, because I've been practicing Japanese writing so much, I do write my grocery lists in Japanese, at least as best as I can. And this time, I always come across parts where I have no idea what the Japanese word is. And so I have to figure out how to write that in Japanese. And most of the time, it's like, hey, I'm trying to buy hot dogs. Okay, I'll write down hot dog. Though, honestly, that is actually the Japanese word, so it's fine. Like, that's just what it is. But, today, Charlie was like, hey, how about you see about getting some Lunchables? Wait, maybe see if we can get some Lunchables. So I was like, okay, I'll put Lunchables on the list, and I pulled out my kaimono listu, and I was there, and I'm like, okay, 33, Lunchable. Hiruko Hantai. And I'm pretty sure in Japan, if they have Lunchables, they're probably called Rantsuburu. But, Hiruko Hantai. I could write that down and I could understand what I wrote as intending to be Lunchables. Hiruko Hantai would be just effectively lunch-ish. Go to the checkout, the cashier sees your list, looks at your white ass and says, weeb. Probably. But then I needed a lunch meat as well. So I wrote down, 昼食の肉. 昼食の肉. Which is the meat of lunch. And yes, Hirugohan is lunch, and Shishoku is also lunch. These are two different ways of saying lunch in Japanese. Hirugohan is just like, Hiru is midday, Gohan is meal. So, Hirugohan, midday meal, lunch. Shishoku, shi, middle. Shoku, food. Middle food, lunch. Shishoku. Like a cafeteria is a shokudo. Your body drunk. That is... Okay, the kanji it's showing there for yo is, I am not familiar with that one. I see the radicals that make it up. The left side of the kanji is the kanji for alcohol. So that makes sense. That's the meaning component. I assume on the right is where the sound components are. But I don't recognize that one. It's not in my study pool yet. The short tsu is it doubles the consonant of the next. It's a guttural stop, so you double the consonant beginning the next mora in there, and that is the watshi. It's personal, self kind of. It's not really self, but it's more personal. It can be used for like an I or me. So here it would be para. So yopparai. And the I ending there is showing the kind of adjective that drunk is. So to get drunk would be yoppaku nakata. I think. Do they have brunch? Now that's a good question. I assume if they would, it would be something like brunch. Because when it comes to certain things, it's just like, you literally have the English word spoken in the Gojo. Goji, Goji, Gojio, Goju, Gojao, Gojao, Gojio, yo, ow, Nani the fuck. The 50 sounds, the sounds that make up the Japanese pool of pronunciation. Which is, like, English involves a lot more sounds than Japanese, which is one reason why pitch accent is so important. And let me bring in some line, because it is coming forward quite a bit. There we go. Pitch accent is important, and getting your order right is also very important. Because the total amount of sounds you make in Japanese are actually a lot less than most, or than English, I should say. That's the only thing I really have to compare it to. Now, looking forward to the DVD release of Godzilla X Kong: New Empire. Oh, well, obviously, yes. I'm looking forward to the DVD releases of, like, all of the big monster movies. I want to check them all out. I feel like I'm, like, not even involved in that anymore because I haven't been able to get to the theater because of the damn car, and it's just like, it's sad. It's a sad day. Having a busted-ass car in my busted-ass ass. Kiranai de kudasai. And determine or cuts ranai. Kiranai de kudasai. Don't cut. Don't hack off your limbs. Don't hack off your limbs, Jack. Don't hack off your limbs. That about right?
Don't hack off your limbs.
Or please don't hack off your limbs. Well, hello, Biggie boy. Wally. Okay, this one was big enough that I actually got some XP on this rod. Nice, nice, nice. Woof. Big old boy. Like I said, the smaller hooks can still catch the bigger fish. Here's an example. Woo. Yeah. You got some twofers. Look at those teeth. Fishman. Now, slight issue I have right now. But yeah, that's what I mean, Jack, is like I can sort of understand, even though I don't really, like, I can't, I'm not, like, I can't read it like, that's what that says. But if I spend enough brain power, I can sort of figure things out. But, slight issue I'm having here, I'm out of beer. Which means I'm also full of beer. Which are both issues that we have to deal with here. So, Tara, I have to ask you something. You keep everyone entertained. Keep everyone entertained. I gotta go get beer. Yeah? Yeah, you're not interested. It's fine. That's fine. I will just get that for you. Okay, so you gotta keep everyone entertained, okay, Tara? All right, keep everyone entertained, and I'll go get beer. And I gotta get not full of beer anymore. I gotta empty out. Here we go. So please enjoy Tara in the stream for the time being. Can't believe she would just abandon the stream in the middle of that. There, I was counting on it. I was counting on it. Ooh, silly kitty. Okay. Okay, it looks like it's probably nighttime. It's probably nighttime. It's 20... Where is the... Okay, let's check... Silver Rank Sturgeon. Okay, that's there. I gotta get... Oh, I can fast travel to my car? Hell yes! This is amazing. I didn't know I could do that. Okay. That's great! That's so fucking convenient. Okay.
We're here to fish, not be fish.
Well, I'm trying to just get over to the thing. Where's the thing? Okay. Oh, that's over there. Okay. Shit. Into the... Okay, well, just fucking go. God, you son of an ass. Just take out your friggin... I can't hold it and run. Okay, well. Point is... Time to get me a silver rank sturgeon. Oh, yes! Oh, yes! Love it! Anyway. Oh, it's funny though, because I've been studying Japanese so much, especially like the kanji and the I've been going over the history of kanji and all that stuff to try and because it helps in understanding the kanji. Like the kanji for unravel depicts effectively cutting an ox into pieces. And understanding that aspect about it really helps in being able to read it and understand the deeper historical meaning behind it. Also, today I was taught the kanji study taught as Guy, which was a bit weird because well, it's the kanji for woman and the kanji for right hand that is combined as, or the radical for right hand, I should say. So it's woman and right hand as a single kanji. And they say the historical context of that is that it was a hand depicting things that you would do with the hand, hinting at the original meaning to grab a woman and force her to become a slave. And I'm there reading this and I'm like, you needed a letter for that? And it's like, well, over time, it then meant slave. And then just a servant or a follower. And now its current use is like a buddy or just a guy. Like, oh, okay, here's a guy right here. It's like, oh, okay. And then there was that over a heart, which was anger, I think. And that was a lot easier for me to understand. It's like, yeah, okay, just grabbing a woman and making her a slave. This makes me very angry.
He was probably just nutsos in the butsos.
Yes. There we go. That's how it works. That's how it works. I think we'll ever get a new Toho Kaiju universe like they did for Showa, Heisei, and Millennium. I mean, eventually. I don't see it just going away. It's ingrained at this point. So, but it's like, when does one decide era ends and another begins? Because, like, a lot of people say that, like, the Showa era well, technically, like, Showa Heisei eras exist outside of kaiju. They're named after the actual Japanese eras. But I think technically we're still in the Heisei era. Like, let me see. Okay, the Heisei era was a period of Japanese history corresponding to the... Okay, so... Alright, now we're not in the Heisei era anymore. That ended in 2019. But you note, the Kaiju Heisei era ended well before that. Oh, interesting. Even change. Heisei. But what is the new era? Preceded by the Reiwa era. So I believe the Reiwa era is what is currently going on. The current 232nd era of the official calendar of Japan began on the 1st of May 2019, the day in which Emperor Akihito's eldest son, Naruhito, ascended the throne as the 126th Emperor of Japan. The day before, Emperor Akihito abdicated the Chrysanthemum throne, marking the end of the Heisei era. The year 2019 corresponds with Heisei 31 from the 1st of January to the 30th of April, and with Reiwa 1, Danen, the base year Reiwa, on the 1st of May, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of Japan has explained the meaning of Reiwa to be beautiful harmony. Well, yeah. I'm not familiar with the Rei kanji, but Hua, yeah, that's harmony. Okay. So we gonna catch a fucking fish here? This fucking stoigen? We gonna catch him now? It's night. It's stoigen time. It's stoigen o'clock. It is stoigen o'clock over here. Reiwa Godzilla started with Shin Godzilla. A Shin. Shin is an interesting one because Shin is used in a lot of contexts in Japanese. Like, it can mean new, and it can mean dark, and it can mean... how goddamn many things can Shin mean? Jesus. Look at it. How many things can Shin mean in Japanese? Okay. The dictionary which I checked has 18 different kanji. Shin. New, reality, faith, close relative, heart, deity. Like... can you please just give me an actual frickin' straight answer, you son of an ass? Okay. Ooh. Hi, Tara. My monitor's right behind you. No, it's okay. You can come over here and sit down in my lap. That's all right. Or you can go over to the warm spot. That's fine, too. Whatever you want. There is no straight answer. Only gay ones. That damn 2024. Oy. So, when it shows Kudasai there, Jack, I know that is very common, a very common way to show Kudasai is in kana. But I personally feel like the kanji to write Kudasai is much easier. And I don't understand why it's not done like that more often. Because it's just the kanji for lower and sai. So it's, I don't know. That's 3 strokes versus the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 strokes for kuda. 1 stroke in kuda and 6 strokes in da. 1 stroke in ku and 6 strokes in da. It's all from Google Translate. I figured, but it's one thing I've noticed a good amount is that Kudasai is depicted very frequently completely in kana, even though the kanji for it is not that hard. Maybe the kanji makes it more confusing in some aspects, I'm not sure. Get your stoigi ass over here, you stoige. Time to get in my belly. Stoige. Stoige. This isn't a very difficult catch. And this isn't a sturgeon either. It's a catfish. Fantastic. Why does it show the temperature I caught it? I don't understand the significance. And it doesn't help that I'm not a fish man. I wish Toho would go back to shared kaiju world where Rodan, Mothra, Godzilla, and all the others exist in the same universe, not standalone like they do with Sheen. And now it's got me thinking. Like I've been dabbling in the era of game design, and there's two games types that I really like. We got fishing games, and of course we got EDF. What if I were to combine that? What if we fished with bait that we harvested from thousands of aliens that we killed? Does this sound like the best game ever? Just me? Just me. Okay. No. I'm gonna make that game. I'm gonna see if it gets a good amount of sales, and if it becomes Game of the Year, you'll be sorry. It's gonna be Game of the Year. Jeff Keighley gonna be sucking my dick. He's gonna be like, "Wow, you are better than Kojima." I'm gonna be like, "You damn Keighley." That's the fish. That was the keel. Best game ever. I'm not drunk, Jack. What you talking about? I'm just here, just enjoying time with my kitty cat. Hey, Tara. Hi. Tara. Am I drunk? She's not saying yes. See? She's fine. She's fine. She's there like everything's fine. Everything's hunky-dory. Everything is great. Everything's good. Everything is golden. It'd be nice if these assholes would bite my fucking bait. Be like, be great. Eat the bait. Eat the bait. Tara, you like fish. What kind of fish you want me to catch? All of them? I had a hard time catching one. I'm sorry. What, assholes to bite? I just wanted to catch something. If I pull an asshole out of this river, then that's just how it'd be. What happened?
Hello, Buckaroo. I'm down at Emerald Lake for a while. Catch you later.
Oh yeah, but I remember, Charlie and I were watching an anime, The Disastrous Life of Psyche K, and we were having some, we were enjoying that, but the there was a problem. That the last season was not actually subbed or dubbed. That it wasn't dubbed. So tap here to agree to the new privacy notice. Why the fuck would I want to do that? Go away. Be a notification about a freaking privacy notice, like, oh, we updated our privacy. We're selling more of your information to our advertisers. Better agree to it. Like, why? I can use my phone anyway. Why should I have to this? You're gonna do it regardless if I look at your damn notice or not, and your notice is just 5,000 pages of legalese that I don't want to have to deal with. Why the fuck are you giving me a notification about this? Oh, it means I can't sue you. Like I could do that anyway. Fuck off. Anyway, wonder what information of mine they're selling now. I mean, they've been selling my information forever. Like, are they? What could they be doing? I mean, could they be keylogging and like selling? I mean, it's easy. They've already been selling advertisers information about shit that I search for. They've already been serving me ads for that shit. They've already been listening in when I talk and like serving me ads based on that. What the fuck else are they fucking gonna start? Like, we're harvesting this data now too. Fuck you. Like, what else is left? Like, what are they doing that I haven't already done? Like, I don't think that there's a DNA scanner on this thing. I don't think. I mean, if there would be, they'd be bragging about it and talking about how great and convenient it is for you. They're like, hey, you can get your 23andMe information back in an instant. Isn't this amazing? No, it's out there, so I got to the point where I protect the bank accounts and such, but don't really care about the generalized stuff. Selling my hair care secrets. They would. Ian is out there too, yeah. Yeah, it happens. They had a lot of stuff where they're like, give the gift of knowing your ancestry down to a molecular level with 23andme.com. Everyone loves seeing where they come from. Yeah. Hey guys, did you know that some estranged family members who didn't know that they were family for 50 plus years were able to reunite thanks to 23andme.com? You better send your DNA away to 23andme.com today. Brother, had you take an ancestry test? Yeah. You see, my whole thing is like, my family's dead. I don't need a DNA test to tell me about that. If we find some far-flung family, they're not going to give a shit about me. It's not going to really be... Prove what you already knew, you're only half-sister to him? Okay, well. That has some connotations. Surprise the rest of Dad's family with the knowledge? Well, I guess the proof will have some that refuse to accept the truth have to come to terms with it. I look through the data they're selling Decker's Shado. Holy tentacles and Japanese businesswomen! Hey, you gotta, the Japanese ladies in their little business scoits with their nice legs. Hey, I'm just saying. I like a professional setting. It's all about respect and honor, you know. It's just honorable legs, honorable thighs. Okay. Dad married Mom before you were born, so they didn't know. Interesting. So. Right, okay. I understand. I understand. Vietnam, woman in trouble, dad killed 2 birds. Fair. Yeah, on my mother's side, there's the history goes up to World War II, and beyond that, it's lost. Like, going any further back than World War II, you're not gonna find nothing, because all of the records were burnt in the war. So, whoopsie doodle. And my father's side goes back to at least the landing on Plymouth Rock. I don't know anything about any further back than that. Never really bothered to ask. It's just like, hey, here we are, America. Like that's. I think it's kind of cool to be able to trace my ancestry that far back. I don't really need any further than that. I know my name, my family name on my father's side is French in origin. That's all I need. According to the DNA, your mother's claims of being Cherokee may or may not be true. Interestingly enough, my family has history that shows that we are Abenaki, at least, in part. But a DNA test suggested that there was nothing there. But we definitely have Abenaki mixing in the family tree. Like, from a maternal side. So the children that came out of her definitely continued the family name. So, unless she was somehow just not really, it's very hard to explain how that the tests could come back from some of the family members who did take them to be like, well, it's not there. Now, at the same time, Abenaki is not, it was only, when was the Abenaki tribe recognized? Like, officially, it was very recently. Federal recognition of the Abenaki tribe. When? Well, I know Vermont recognized it in 1976, but what about the federal level? 2011. April 22nd, 2011. State recognition. Okay, what about federal? Federal recognition. That was still. Ugh, Jesus. Point is, Abenaki have been here, like, the whole fucking time, just as long as, like, any other tribe. They're a Northeast tribe. They encountered the people on Plymouth Rock plenty. I'm testament to that. But federal recognition for Abenaki has lagged far behind. So, the fact that 23andMe was there like, well, I guess there's no native blood in you. The fact that Abenaki wasn't even really recognized for so long, I'm not entirely convinced in their systems for determining it. Like, did they have that in their sample or not? Like, are they... I mean, you'd think with enough people going they would, but at the same time, also, like I said, it's a woman in the family who was Abenaki, who gave birth to further generations of my family. So it's really hard to explain how the fuck there ain't no Abenaki in there when an Abenaki woman was giving birth. Like, if there was anything going on where it's like, oh, maybe not him, there would still be the baseline Abenaki right there. So, and some say that certain... Some say that 23andMe messes with the results a bit. I don't know how, like, confirmed this is, but it's just a thing people say, where it's like to try and... The idea is to try and make people not racist. They'll say, and you have some of this African tribe in your blood. And the racists out there are supposed to be like, oh my god, I can't believe it. I guess I'm not racist anymore. And that should be good. Now, I don't know if we're going on that angle, would they also be like these fucking white people who keep claiming the native blood in them? We could get them to stop doing that. Let's just say they don't have native blood. Fuck these guys. I hate them using that as a fucking out all the fucking time, trying to pretend like they're not the pure evil white devil that we know they are. So, fuck them. If it shows native blood, just scrub that from the record. That's not there. I don't. That's if they do one, why not the other? But that's a big if. Still, we're all working on hypotheticals here. Nothing proven, really. I'm just saying. Those two things aren't necessarily mutually exclusive. Problem is they tend to actually cause more problems because they focus more on race than society should. Yeah, that's another thing, like focusing on race at all. It's kind of racist. It's just, I mean, the whole point of not being racist is that race doesn't fucking matter. So if race matters to you, you're kind of racist. I don't know what to tell you. It's just kind of how it works. By the way, are we all lining up to watch In a Violent Nature? Just a quick aside, not trying to derail. Which one is In a Violent Nature? So, sorry, it is derailing, because I gotta know. What is In a Violent Nature? Because I was not lining up because I'm not aware. You have the cilantro gene? What the hell is the cilantro gene? Because all I know about cilantro is a spice. 95% on Rotten Tomatoes made people sick at screenings. Those two things usually don't go together. I am intrigued. I am very intrigued. Some people taste cilantro as soap. Do you taste cilantro as soap? Because I don't. I don't think I do. Do I have cilantro in the house? I don't think I have cilantro to test this. I know that, like, super tasters can taste lettuce as being, like, very bitter. Which is not a problem I have. The amount of Karens who get told off that they say, you know, 128th Cherokee. You're racist and so on. I think, based on my my breakdown of the family tree, I'm something like 12.5% Abenaki, I think. So, you know, it's not a huge amount. But I'd say it's substantial. Yes, Tara, thank you for stretching in front of my computer. Oh, no, don't bring up things, please. She's stepping on the keyboard. New Friday the 13th, like slasher movie that is from the silent killer's perspective. Oh. Wait just a ding-dang old minute here. Violent nature. I've heard that Charlie's like part Cherokee. I'm not entirely sure about 100% about the amount, or I haven't really dug into it. It doesn't fucking matter. So, but it would be interesting to look into the history of. I'm pretty sure Cherokee and Abenaki like never interacted until now. But like if they did, I'm certain it would have involved a lot of like murder and pillaging, like generally what is done at that period of time, history. But I think what bothers a lot of people about like what would make 23andMe be taking the initiative to scrub native ancestry from the records of people who have it is the fact that it is heavily involved in American white people. And you know the current climate, you know the rules. White people are evil, incarnate. They're like the worst thing to ever happen throughout all of human history, and will be the worst thing to happen for the continuation of it. Whereas Native Americans are like pure and holy. So to have that there, that's a big no-no. No, you can't do that. So maybe that would be an inspiration to try and like brush that away. But yeah, it's like I said, like one of my family members took one of those 23andMe kind of things and was shocked to see that according to that, they didn't have any native in them when they're like, what the fuck? That seems to be a thing in our family. What's going on there? And it's like, well, yeah, and she's a woman from the tribe. So unless she wasn't really, this is really hard to fucking explain because you are from her lineage. Like, while the name continues from the father, the mother is really important when it comes to being able to confirm the genetics of the family. There's no races. The only difference from each other is melanin levels in our skin due to skin exposure. We're all Homo sapiens. I say, yeah, no matter what you believe, treat everyone equally. That's the baseline. Treat everyone exactly the same. Because it doesn't matter, even if, in a hypothetical, there are differences, you still treat an individual as an individual, because everyone's different. It doesn't matter if we are all the same or not. You treat an individual as an individual. That's what you do. And strict with registering as Cherokee, they demand a person to be 1/16th to be able to register, and it's due to wanting to have a high amount to keep the tribe alive and stuff. I mean, that is fair, but, I mean, like I said, Abenaki, they weren't even really recognized until very recently, and I'm 12.5%. And that's assuming that no one else past my confirmed Abenaki ancestor had any Abenaki in them. So, going by that standard, I'm still 12.5%. Great-grandma was disowned, so anything further back would be impossible to trace. She dared marry an Irishman. Yeah. Yeah. Treat people how they are to me. If you're nice, I'll be nice. If you spit on my face, real example, you're an asshole, and I'll treat you as an asshole. Yeah, if someone spits on your face, they're a fucking asshole, and should be treated as such. The sun's coming up, and I still haven't caught this fucking nightfish, this sturgeon here. Bite the Fucking bait, you piece of stoigin ass. Okay. You're not biting it. Man, all I wanted was a stoigin. Just a stoigin. I started this stream looking for a stoigin. And I'm ending this stream looking for a stoigin, and there still ain't no stoigin. Actually, I don't know if I'm ending the stream. Am I ending the stream? I don't know. Charlie not streaming tonight, so I can stream more longer. Fuck it. Come on, stoigin. I ain't got all night. That's right. That's right. But he... What the fuck? How is it... Hey, if it's a frickin' night... If this is a frickin'... Frick? Ooh, excuse me. If this is a frickin' bottom feeding rig that go with the weight go... to the base. To the bottom. To the bank. Not the bank. That's what I'm standing on. And to the bed. To the bed. Why is the current dragging it along? I ask you. I ask you. One of your biggest reasons for joining the NIH study wasn't for the DNA, it was to help them find information about a medical issue to help improve those that come after you. That's respectable. That is fine. I'm just... There's... Like the brave... We're in a brave new world, and there's all kinds of shit going on all the damn time, and it's like this all sparked from like a notification that the terms of service had been updated, and like I said, that just means they're selling more of my information, and I just gotta deal with it. And that's the thing. My information is valuable. All of our information is valuable. We don't get fucking paid for it. It's just taken and sold. It's collected and sold. We do not get reimbursed for that. It has value. It's taken from us and sold. Yeah, we don't get a cut. I'm sure if we got a cut, a lot of us would be a lot more okay with it. But they really just rely on everyone being completely passive about it. And unfortunately, the way everything's set up, there's very little recourse to not be. Like, hey, like, fuck. I remember, way back in the day, it was next to impossible to apply online for any job. You had to go there. You had to show up. You had to fill out an application in person, and that's how it works. Now, if you go to a store to apply, they'll point you over to the computers so you can apply online. You're in the store. You're looking at the people. But they're not dealing with you. They're dealing with your data. It doesn't matter. You didn't achieve anything. Actually going there, showing up, showing that you are a real person who exists, who can arrive in this location. That is not important in the slightest. Go online and fill out the application. The reason the little kiosks exist in the store is so that if you don't have a computer, if you don't have a phone, if you can't apply online, you still can by showing up at the store and applying online. Those brave new world started from the update telling you that they're taking your data. Those bastards. Yeah, they're bastards. Bastards! It's just... Could this fucking stoigin bite the goddamn hook? What's wrong with this stoigin? What's wrong with this stoigin? Are they not hungry? They went all night not taking a single bite. Not one bite. Sun's up. Look at that sun. Look at it. I mean, where's the sun? Where's the sun? Well, the sun's somewhere. Point is, it's light. It is light. It is bright. It is brilliant. I am blinded. I haven't slept in 5 weeks in this game. I have been standing here trying to catch a sturgeon. Just there, rod out, waiting. And they ain't biting. The cheese has become aged in this lake, in this river. Cheese is there. The whole river smells like cheese. The days of paper apps also involve getting paid $3.25 an hour. Yeah, but the $3.25 went a lot fucking further, I'll tell you that. Jesus. Got the necessities at the store and it cost me damn near $500. How does a grocery trip that does not involve throwing... How the hell did it get darker all of a sudden? What the fuck? Did the game just hear me complaining about the fucking thing? Just like, okay, fuck, the sun's going back down. What the hell happened? Anyway, I'm saying, how does a grocery trip that does not involve throwing a Nintendo Switch or a fucking Xbox into the cart somehow results in $500 fucking dollars of expenditures? Oof. I have not played the Texas Chainsaw Massacre board game. Would be fun. Would be fun. Sun there coming up. I'm like, goddamn sun coming up. And the sun's like, oh, fuck, shit, fuck this. Goes back down. Ask and you shall receive. Unless it's a sturgeon. Yeah, I've been asking for that all night, and I ain't got a single dang sturgeon. I didn't even get any sunfish when I went off at the sunfish. I got every other fish under the damn sun, but not the sunfish. Ooh, excuse me. Texas motherfucking Chainsaw Hands Massacre. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Playing the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. But I'm here playing a fishing game. Oh, that reminds me though, I have been pondering playing... Speaking of, like, your data being sold and just being like, oh, fuck it, whatever. I've been contemplating actually going ahead and being like, yes, fine, fuck it. Just let me play Helldivers 2. Because the game looks incredibly up my alley, and dear God, I want to play it, but the fucking DRM is going to effectively give my computer to their moderators. And if there's anything at all on my computer, they're like, and that could be just like, oh no. And if their system is fucking hacked, then that just gives my fucking computer gives access to my computer to whoever the fuck hacks their system. So but I really want to play the game, especially when I watch people playing the game, and number one, it looks really fun. But number two, I am screaming at these people who play Helldivers 2 because I am an EDF veteran. And I'm like, do you not know how to dodge acid? Do you not know? Can you not see that bunch of enemies right there? Not even really a bunch. That's a very small amount, if I'm being honest. But how did you not see them coming? Please, shoot them. Oh, now you notice them and you're shooting them. That's great. How did you not dodge that acid again? Was it not obvious that they were rearing up to shoot acid in your face? You dodge roll at that time. Oh, now you're dodge rolling around. What is that going to do for you in this situation? Ah, you little... And I just want to go down. I want to hell dive so bad. Just to fucking I have trained as Storm 1 to go forth and single-handedly take out all those alien assholes. And I can fucking do it. Yes, they'll be shooting acid in my face, but I'm gonna avoid it. And I'm gonna shoot them in the face with the gun. Like, and they're gonna die. And then I'm gonna live. And then, boo, mission complete. That's what happens. That's what happens when Deca shows up. Whoop-ah. Dodge the acid. Shoot the alien. Boom, win. Not hard. I know the harder Helldivers missions get really crazy, and that also looks so much fucking fun. That looks like shit that'll kill me. I want to jump in that. I want to be challenged. But if I do go into Helldivers, I gotta accept the DRM, and the DRM is, fuck you, we're gonna just fucking get into your computer at the kernel level. Because we gotta make sure that you're not cheating. And the only way to make sure of that is to have full access to fucking everything you have on your personal computer. Gee, thanks. And if current moderation trends have been any indication, if there's anything they decide they don't like, they'll be like, what do you got all these movie files for? You must be a pirate. Why do you have DVD fab that can only be used for piracy? I don't know. Then I just get locked out of that shit and just like, man, Decker's a bad man. And it's like, that's true, but you don't have to fucking keep me from playing the goddamn game, assholes. So I don't, like, why do they have to have that in there? Why? Why do you have to have that harsh of fucking DRM? Especially if you're going to turn around and be like,
we're going to have to require the PlayStation Plus connection because it improves our safety features.
So it's like, motherfucker, you already have the harshest fucking DRM imaginable. You can't use that excuse. It isn't going to work, which is why it didn't work. Like, one of the reasons why it didn't work. Also, most PC players were like, fuck you. But beyond that, it just was absolutely not passing the sniff test. Why are you making them sound like a gay buccaneer? Why not? Why not? Motherfuckers obviously didn't learn that PC means personal computer. Keyword for the data stealers. Personal. Yeah. Like, I have several terabytes of personal files that I really don't think that anyone needs to see. You know, it's mine. It's mine. All for me. So that's just my opinion on it. Okay? I just want to play a game shooting bugs and saving the world for democracy. Super Earth needs my help. I know it. You think that it's been impressive so far how the Helldivers have managed to go forth and take on these challenges put forth by the Game Master? You think that's impressive? Fucking Storm 1 has yet to dive in. Imagine once Storm 1 fucking does. We gonna see major movements on that fucking galaxy map. That's what's gonna happen. But if I do that, then I have to deal with the fucking DRM. And it's just how it is. It's just how it has to be, because they ain't gonna fucking change it. Game's too fucking successful. Ain't no way they're sitting there thinking like, man, we could get more sales without this DRM. They don't care. They're not thinking about that. So I'm just gonna have to deal with that. But it's like, but then it's like, I have a cell phone. Like I say, it listens in on me talking all the time, and I just kind of accept this. And part of my reasoning for that is it's listening into all of us. Every single fucking one of us. If they got some fucking bad intentions, they got a lot of fucking data to dig through to pick on any of us. So, and how am I sitting here looking at Helldivers 2 like, I can't do that. Now, taking the stand, I've taken my stand, but then I gotta be like, well, I guess I'm not taking my stand anymore. But then I'm not taking the stand then, am I? If I sit back on that and be like, why do I cuss so much? It's just kind of, well, it's a couple of reasons. Number one, I wasn't really taught not to. Like, I was sort of, like, as a child, I was told, like, hey, don't say that in public. But I wasn't really effectively taught that, hey, you should probably not swear so much. I feel like it would have been more effective if someone told me at a young age that swearing a lot would make the implication be that I am stupid. I probably would have gotten more used to the idea of not swearing in that scenario. Second thing is that I have ADHD. And there's this thing with that where when you get emotional, when you have a burst of any kind of thought, it is very, very hard to, well, okay. There's a part of the brain. You know the part where you think, like, some impulse kicks up, and you're like, man, I really want to slap this bitch in the face. And then that part of your brain kicks in like,
But that wouldn't be a good idea. It would be very bad. You would be fired immediately. This bitch, as you have so put it, is your boss, and you do not want to slap this bitch in the face. In fact, you tell her that is a very good idea, and you will get right on it.
you know that part of the brain that tells you that it's not in the ADHD brain. We just got the impulse, and we gotta. It's there. That's our life, and we gotta deal with it. So yeah, I do understand. I swear like a sailor quite frequently, and it's kind of how my brain works. So yeah. Cell phone, talk to a friend about something, and an advertisement for that popped up 2 days later in Google Ads. I remember being on Facebook and sending messages to a friend. And as I was talking about something with them, an ad related to that popped up like immediately on the sidebar. And I'm like, this is a fucking private conversation we're having here. At least I thought it was. Oish. Oish. You do no such thing. Money not spent on Helldivers 2 is money spent on EDF 6. Yes. But then there's the other side of the coin, where I am a streamer. I am streaming right now. We're streaming to 11 viewers on YouTube and 11 viewers on Twitch. Which isn't bad, but it's not fantastic. Helldivers 2 is a more popular stream game than the Angler. So from a business standpoint, I should have been on Helldivers 2 ages ago. And from a business standpoint, I know, while I will be spending plenty of time playing EDF6, it's not going to do nearly as well as Helldivers 2 would on stream. Because as much as I like EDF, I don't see it suddenly becoming the hot new thing on Twitch. It hasn't done that ever. So, is there what is EDF coming out around the same time at? It's something that like. Oh, that's right, the Elden Ring DLC. Yeah, definitely. EDF has no fucking chance. I know they're completely different genres, but we're talking about just general, like, what's going to explode on Twitch. It's gonna be the Elden Ring DLC. EDF has no chance to be like, oh my god, look at this amazing, fun game of shooty shoot and fight the giant hordes of aliens. It's not gonna pop off suddenly on Twitch. It's especially not with Shadow of the Erd Tree being like, Elden Ring has remained relevant on Twitch for all this time. Shadow of the Erd Tree is only going to boost it. Even if Shadow of the Erd Tree wasn't there, EDF would have a hard time beating Elden Ring in terms of Twitch visibility. So with that there, EDF effectively has no chance. So if you understand correctly, EDF is just Doom but replace the demons with aliens? I would not say that. EDF is third person, but that's really not here or there. Who cares? Third person shooter, first person shooter, you're still running around and shooting things, and they're both run and gun. But EDF is large levels, large open levels. Not semi-open world, it's just a big level. And fuck tons of enemies that come in huge waves. Similar to Serious Sam, I guess, in that sense. But in comparison, the enemies in EDF are not as dangerous as the ones in Serious Sam, and also come in magnitudes higher quantities. There are so many enemies in EDF. You fight swarms, literal swarms. Thought they were giant bugs, not aliens? That depends partially on exactly which EDF. EDF 5, which EDF 6 is in the same timeline as, establishes that the giant bugs are monsters. In that universe, in that scenario, the huge ants and huge spiders aren't analogous to insects and bugs and things that people actually know about. It's closer to the B-movie concept of this is just a monster. Inhuman, strange, freaky monster that no one knows how to deal with. If it makes you feel better, you're the 1% of the audience that's not a gamer and prefers Lawnmower Simulator and fishing over other games. Well, I mean, yeah. Oh, they do look just like us, Wolfwine. 2 eyes, 2 hands, 2 feet, bipedal, one mouth. They're almost identical to humans. They even speak with their own language, just like humans. The human language. Yeah. I ain't caught a fucking thing tonight. I mean, I caught a few things over in the other location, but god damn. Could I have caught a single fucking stoigen? Third-person Doom meets bullet hell to a degree. I'd say that, yeah. Bullet hell is a pretty good, like, for over-the-shoulder third-person bullet hell. especially towards the end when you have more enemies that have projectile attacks and such. Dodge rolling to the side is a very important thing to keep in mind to just avoid incoming attacks while taking out swarms of enemies. And giant enemies. Like, they exist too. And swarms of giant enemies. That's also a thing to worry about. But, yeah. Like, I could... Let's see. I feel like I need to end the stream soon-ish, but... Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to... Real quick... Just change the particular. Change what we're doing here. Only asking, never played a single EDF game? Well, we're about to. We're going to play a EDF game that's actually considered one of the low points in the series. This one is called Earth Defense Force Iron Rain. It was developed by Ukes, though Sandlot is the... Sandlot is the original developer of EDF, and they continued making EDF 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and now 6 coming in July. But this one is... Okay, you have a custom character that you're allowed to... Let's see. What have I got going on here? Okay, so I was doing things like battle in the snow. Okay, hard mode. There we go. And jet pulsar. Okay, so we're just having a nice little time. Hey, Polta. Hey. So you just hop in to a nice.
Well, I'll be. It's snowing. I noticed it was getting cold lately, but I didn't think it would snow.
Now, just for reference, EDF is like my favorite game series of all time.
The last time it snowed in this area was in 1962.
Another earthquake. They're hitting stronger and more frequently lately. I've heard even the volcanoes are becoming more active. So that plasma is big enough to change the whole damn planet.
Giant creature on the radar.
Here they come.
Oh shit. Okay, we're good. We got out of the swarm. But yeah, Iron Rain is considered a lower point in the series because there's less enemies. The gameplay is slower, and it's not part of the main line. It's a... Where's the jiggle? It also doesn't have jiggle. Sorry. Okay. So yeah, less enemies, not as destructive, not as epic as standard EDF. It's just kind of... It's a fun enough third-person shooter. But it's not as fun as standard EDF. Where's the hell's the... Ah, there it is. Okay. Oh crap. Yeah, the beetles blow up. You gotta keep that in mind. Okay, now what? Crap. Okay, so this is a pretty simple mission overall. Nothing too major, just a few bugs, just a couple of monsters. Like I said, Iron Rain isn't... It's not nearly as extreme as your usual EDF. Which button is it? No, not that. Like, there we go. Just do the dance. There we go. Yeah, there's the jiggle. When you do the dance, you get a little booby jiggle. It doesn't have the butt jiggle like Stella Blade. I'm sorry, but we got that. We got that going for us. So yeah, this is the red-headed stepchild. Well, not actually. Insect Armageddon is the red-headed stepchild of EDF. But Iron Rain is considered the lesser EDF.
Speaking of which, no one knows the location of the U.S. headquarters.
7 years ago, the Nevada base was attacked by aggressors.
What?
The location's been kept top secret ever since.
However, I know a lot of you thinking, if that is the red-headed stepchild, then what exactly is considered the pinnacle? Well, since I don't have Earth Defense Force 6, best I can do is Earth Defense Force 5. Play the game for another 5 minutes, you're almost there. God damn it. So this is mainline EDF that is made by Sandlot, the creators of EDF. And ooh, Sparkling Abyss, that's not going to be a fun one to watch. Do flying type extermination.
Enemy nest ahead! Managed to close in.
Start attack phase 1. Use powered exoskeletons equipped with surface-to-air missiles to destroy the flying type in the proximity.
So we got a few more enemies than
Attack the flying type!
than before.
Use the surface-to-air missiles mounted on powered exoskeletons.
Oh crap, crap, what the hell happened? No, okay.
Commencing attack. This is a specialized anti-air unit. Watch me shoot down those flying type.
Our movement speed is handicapped by heavy anti-air missiles. We need the infantry support.
As you can tell, the,
They won't be a threat as long as the queen isn't here. Now kill the flying type. Say hello to my little friend.
the story is definitely B-movie grade.
I'll shoot you down if you come close. Die! Die!
And instead of energy gems like Iron Rain, we got the
Infantry, cover the
different
powered
crates,
Let the powered
providing
exoskeletons
different
handle the
bonuses,
flying type.
mostly at the end of
Fire on the nest.
the mission.
Start phase 2. Use heavy artillery to weaken the nest.
Tanks going in. We're going in.
Like an Asylum movie, yeah, but glorious. Iron Rain has the edge on graphical fidelity, but the gameplay of EDF 5 is really what the EDF fan base is all about. And EDF 6 is much closer to EDF 5 than Iron Rain.
Good. Keep attacking.
Oh,
This is Scout. Flying types have appeared from the nest. Protect the powered exoskeleton. This is Scout. Queens in sight. I repeat, Queens.
Queens are approaching our troops from behind. They've returned. Attack! Does that mean the flying types are multiplying?
The fight continues. Keep attacking.
The queen is here. Attack it.
yeah, getting on it, getting on it. Don't worry, don't.
We are surrounded. Destroy the nest.
You might have noticed that there's no aim down sights. That's not part of EDF standard. Little zoom in you can do in Iron Rain, that's just Iron Rain where you can do that. Well, I guess you could do that a bit in Insect Armageddon as well, but no one counts Insect Armageddon.
Attack the nest.
Come on, come on, come on. You best. Okay. Oh, did I get him? Knocked off of the wing, so probably did. Yep. I want that loot. I'm going for that loot. Okay, some heals. Not bad, not bad. Okay. There's no better loot for a bigger enemy. It's just they tend to drop more of it. So, every armor crate is worth the same amount. Also, no matter what difficulty you're playing on. Getting more armor crates increases the amount of hit points you'll have at the beginning of subsequent missions. All that fun stuff. You shoot, you loot. That's what you do. It's EDF.
The nest is tilting.
Okay, okay.
Flying types deploying from the nest.
I gotta have all the gear unlocked by now. Well, on PlayStation 4 I do, but I unfortunately haven't.
From the nest.
Oh,
Put an end to this. Destroy the nest. Teleportation anchor.
on PC I still have a long way to go to actually have
Too many enemies. Need backup.
all the various toys at my disposal.
We can't hold down anymore.
Distance with the enemy.
The nest is tilting more. What? A queen? It's a queen!
Yeah, they do that.
The queen is bringing an army of flying types with her!
Mission to attack.
Why would it return just now?
What?
Since the nest was in danger?
It's the most dramatic time. You know. Can't blame them.
Attacking! Okay,
The queen is approaching. Destroy it.
entering the range!
Now, one thing to keep in mind is that in EDF 5, it is very possible to have so much loot drop that it's actually hit the limit of loot that can drop. So no more loot will drop until you collect at least some of what it has already dropped. Now, if you're thinking like, hey, this looks like the kind of gameplay you'd expect out of a PlayStation 2 game, well, you'd be right. The original EDF was released on PlayStation 2, and they have not changed the gameplay at all since then.
The nest is almost completely destroyed!
Flying types. Flying out from the nest.
Yeah, they do that. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Fly up, go up, god dang it. Okay, okay. Whew.
Has been damaged. It's starting to tilt.
Okay, it took care of that, Queen.
The nest has been destroyed.
There we go. Well, this isn't even really that many for an EDF level. Like this is a pretty average size actually.
They're almost in range. Sounds good. Prepare to shoot. Yes, sir.
Where is this last one? There he is. There you go. Bye-bye.
The attack was a success. We've hindered the flying types from multiplying. Good job.
To move forward. Don't let your guard down. Understood.
And they don't give you 30 seconds of free time to run around grabbing stuff at the end like Iron Rain does. It's just like, mission done, boom, da-da-da-da-da-do-do-do-do. And that's that. Alright, Blast Twin Spears improved. Triple Burst Cannon accuracy maximized. Alright. Dispersal Mortar, Splash Grenade for the Ranger, and Geist 3 for the Wing Diver, Triple Barrel Cannon for the Air Raider, and a High Outpost Beacon Gun, and a Life Fender MA. Not bad, not bad. So yeah. That's kind of the dichotomy of my games. I like the fishing. I really like the EDF. But I'm sure you noticed. Through a good amount of that, I was not able to pay attention to chat whatsoever. Thankfully, the swarm of bees that besieged your house decided the attic, which is always hot as hell, wasn't suitable for them and buzzed off. Well, that's good. Otherwise, I'd have to show up like, yeah. Yeah. I got the cannon raid right here. But, yeah. That's about the time I got tonight. I gotta get out of here, because I got Japanese to study. I gotta relax after all that fishing. And so, thank you all for watching. I've been Dr. Shado, and remember, if you can't catch them, shoot them. In terms of fish or bugs, not people. Anyway, let us see who is raidable at. Who is raidable? Okay, what do we got? Dolly the Gamer playing some Apex Legends. Sparkles is on Helldivers 2. She's been up for 30 minutes. Okay, so let's. Yeah, Sparkles is right there. We could see about saying hello, having a nice time, being jealous of the fact that she plays Helldivers 2 and I fucking don't. But nevertheless, we got EDF. It's still good. It's just not quite Helldivers 2. But I feel like my skills in EDF would translate over pretty well. So let's say hello to Sparkles. Have a nice time. And I'll see you all there very shortly.